we are. Another day. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done today. I did a lot of work on that video last night, and somewhere along the way, I decided not to actually post it. My computer was acting up and the internet and stuff, and I just thought, no, forget it. So anyway, but I went back to post it today, early this afternoon. I thought, I'll get that posted so then I can be clear to do my new video, this video. And what happened was that like 2 of the files disappeared. And I know what happened, and I won't do what I usually do, which is over-explain everything, but it took me forever to get back together. Yesterday's video was really complicated because at the end I did every color and I had a bunch of things kind of layered over top of each other, a bunch of pictures and a bunch of things, and I was really proud of it. And then it disappeared. I was like, ah! Anyway, so that was no fun. But what did I get done today? I'm just going to go through my colors because it's easiest for me to just think of that wall with those things on it and just go through them one at a time. So pink was supposed to be me calling, but I am too out of it today. I woke up and I was absolutely not with it. I couldn't remember what my agenda was. I couldn't remember even that I had wanted to go for a walk and stuff and work on. I couldn't remember that I wanted to go for a walk and work on my Hour of Power. Now, that being said, I worked on my Hour of Power extensively last night before I went to bed. So I have a lot. I did get the task done kind of after I did the video, but anyway, I didn't do it today. Not that that matters, but anyway, so I got it done, but I was just, I'm just all over the place. I'm confused. Okay, so, I forget what I was going to do I can't remember. I'm going to have to put it up here, and I'll have to write in what I know what it was. It was my book, and I'm just too not with it. But last night when I was up really late, I collected a bunch of ideas for it. So in a way, I did accomplish it. So the task of ending my video like that with all the colors and all of those things, I did wind up focusing on those things through focusing on them to create we'll call it art for lack of a better term, but for making the video. But the making of the video focused me on the tasks that I wanted to stay focused on. And I came up with this really great analogy where your focus and that really good place to be is kind of like when you were a kid and you were going on the merry-go-round, or you were pushing somebody on the merry-go-round, and at first you kind of had to run around and hold on and motor it, get it motoring, right? But then you could stand back and just like go like this, and it would just keep going, right? So, and that's a little bit like your focus. If you keep on paying attention to it, it gets easier and easier. So that's good. And the other thing that last night served with all of those different parts that I had with all those colors is I was feeling kind of down because I felt like I wasn't doing what I should do. But even though my focus hasn't been perfect, I have had focus. And I do have things to celebrate. And it's one of the steps that I've been missing out on. Not because, I forgot to celebrate. No. But it's what keeps the celebration is actually that push for the focus. In other words, you've been focusing, you've been working hard, and when you look back and see that you did, that celebration of that is that next little push that keeps you going. And then you either take on new or continue with what you are already on. So anyway, but I really like that analogy a lot. And so anyway, so that was that. And then green, today, I said I was going to bring the spinach in, and I actually will probably do that. And I can put up here if I can put in words up here if I did or not. I'm going to move this over here so I have a bigger place to write little texts to you in. But I can put those in there. And but so probably by the time you see this video, I will have gotten the spinach in. But I also did one more of my cold frames, so that's great. So I double whammied the green category. The blue category, I will go do some of that. I had go work with the bathroom. So I'm going to go work with the bathroom and do some of that before I post this. And I'll put, I don't know, I'll either put a picture of what I did or I'll just write in what I did here. Mommy, get her PJs washed. And that, I've still got to do it. I was all over the place and I was just, So anyway, then I had errands running. Oh, we're down to like no money, and it's almost, I mean, we're almost there, but the first is a Saturday, which is a problem for us because all of our direct deposits go in on the first. So I'm not going to have any, I won't have any money until Monday. Because even if I deposit a check on Friday, well, I might be able to get some money Saturday. I might be able to get it to go in Saturday morning. But the way the deposits work, they don't usually go in till Monday. Anyway, it's just what it is. But this is great. I had a friend who, just as a thank you, I had done some errands for her while she was out of town with her house and things. And she last night gave me a Walmart gift card for $25. So, and I'm not kidding you when I say I got no money. So that $25 is going to be enough for, I mean, I have a pretty stocked pantry, but I needed to get hot dogs. I have hot dog buns and no hot dogs. It was all a bunch of stuff like that. I'm like, I've got half of what I could do to coast and half, no, not there. Anyway, really funny. Anyway, okay, so that's it. And so, tomorrow is going to be, more the same. I'm not going to be quite as, intense in my ending of the video tonight. Believe it or not, that was really intense for me. I know, and it goes by in like less than 2 minutes, but it was a real process for me to edit it all together and put it all in there. And I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to do that like once a week because that was a really big thing. And then what happens when video disappears is you have to put it back in, but you can't, when you select the big blank area in the video editing thing, the only choice you have is to get rid of it. And underneath that was a bunch of things that I've written, because as you know, I put things, up here and stuff. Well, so anyway, it all had to be redone. It was a mess. It was a mess. Anyway, so, but I got it done, and I was so grateful that it wasn't really gone. I could recreate it because I really liked yesterday's video. So anyway, but I do have my headphones, and I used them a bit today, so that was fun. And I will get on some of the other things. The book thing was the one thing I was disappointed not to get to it. I'm not blaming myself because today was just crazy, crazy, crazy. But I'm really I'm excited to get to it, kind of chomping at the bit. But that's really great, to be excited to do something is always better than to make yourself do it. So, anyway, so I'm happy about that. And I had some pretty successful exchanges on Facebook. I had some people that were really down on my MS site Facebook site that I'm in, a couple people, and I was able to reach out to them and, give them some comfort. You always have to be careful on those sites, or at least I feel like I do, to say, it's always good to talk to somebody, a counselor, and I even said in one of them, I just plain called the suicide hotline one time just so I could talk, to somebody. When you're by yourself all the time, these are the things, sometimes you just do it, you're going down in a negative place, and you just, sometimes, we ladies, sometimes we just have to verbally lay it out on the table so that we can examine it and decide what to do so that we don't feel so overwhelmed. Instead of being in this sea of overwhelm and not being able to see all the pieces, parts, the speaking of it allows you to say, oh, that's just that, and that's just that, and this other is just that, so it gets you there. So anyway, I've talked and talked, and it's going to make this video really hard to upload, but that's the way it is. So I will talk to you later. So be good to yourself and be good to each other. Have a good night.